What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the USS Kelvin here on the Apollo Group build for Sci-Fi Wednesdays. My name is Ben, and today we are back on the hangar bay for our Kelvin build. Now, last episode we went ahead and worked a little bit on the saucer. We got those wires kind of ready to go. We have all the lights in there that we need. We're looking okay. We also put in the blue light up here for the deflector dish, and that's looking pretty decent as well. So today I thought we'd turn our attention over to the fiber optics. Now, I don't know anything about fiber optics, to be honest. I've drilled out some holes. I've got some holes in the back here up by the hangar bay. I've got some along the side. Got some down here around the bridge area, and I think it's going to be okay. So they're kind of strategically placed throughout the entire hull. I don't know if it's really going to work, so what I thought we would do is we would take one of our sides here, just take our fiber optics and feed them through and just try it out. Because to be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing with these, but I wanted to try it out to see if I could get it to work. Now, what we're going to do here is basically take our fiber optics. I'm going to go about a foot or so, maybe a little bit over a foot, and we're going to cut sections of our fiber optic. Then we're going to place it through these holes we drilled out last time, and I'm just going to fill in all the holes that I had drilled out, see how this looks, and well, fingers crossed, this actually comes out decently. I don't know if this is going to work, guys, but let's go ahead and just give it a shot and see what we can do. Alright, everybody, so we have our fiber optic cabling nicely pushed through the portholes, and I'm going to go ahead and secure them with a little bit of hot glue from my glue gun. I'm going to go ahead and test each of these sections here. I try to keep them neat and tidy in their own groupings. So we have everything is attached, everything is hooked in, and then bound with a little bit of our shrink heat tubing. That's going to keep everything together. So I'm just going to spread out some glue to make sure that when I'm bending and twisting and flexing these to go ahead and fit them down through that neck area, I'm not going to pull them out. You know, I want to keep them nice and stable. So let's go ahead and let's grab a bundle of wires here and let's go ahead and test them and see if they show up through the fiber optics. So let's try the first one here. There we go. Yep, those look like they work just fine. I like that. That's cool. That's very cool. So let's see if I can get some other ones here as well. One of the ones up by the deflector dish, we'll add those on. Looks like they work as well. Very cool. Man, nice. And kind of turn them off and on here, pulse them a little bit for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. Very, very cool. Now let's go ahead and do a little bit of work here because I've noticed right away we're not going to be able to close this up. We're going to need to open up one more section here in the neck area. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cue up a time lapse. I'm going to use my flush cuts. I'm going to use my X-Acto knives, and we're going to go ahead and open up a little section that's right below those front porthole windows. Because I've got the fiber optics pushed through, I need to go ahead and open up a little trench there so I can actually add the other side and bend them both down at a 90-degree angle and drop them straight down into the saucer. At least that's kind of what I'm envisioning right now. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to use our X-Acto knife here. We're going to mark off an area. Then I'm going to take my flush cuts and we're going to just start opening up this plastic. I'm going to really have to work hard at trying to get everything to fit here, but we're just going to try it If it doesn't work, we'll just rethink something. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it for this one because I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to rethink this because it just doesn't fit as well as I would like it to. That's one of the problems with this kit here is that there's not a lot of room between the different sections, especially not going from the nacelle up into the saucer. And I thought there would be more room up here, but there just isn't. So we're going to have to go ahead and see what we can do. I'm going to pull out my Dremel here, and off camera we'll do a little bit of grinding, and I'm going to try to open up and thin down the sidewalls on the neck area. I'm hoping that that's going to give us enough room to be able to kind of feed everything down through. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it, because right now at this point I can tell you we're not going to be able to fit all the fiber optics down through this neck area into the saucer, and then all the way down through the other neck into the base. We're not going to be able to do it, so I'm going to have to go ahead and rethink this. But I'm going to try to see if I can add a little bit more glue and kind of pull these wires, move them out to the side. We'll go ahead and thin down all the sidewalls and just see if this doesn't work. So I've done a little bit of work off camera here. I did use my Dremel, and we went ahead and routed down the sides of the neck here, going from the deflector dish down into the saucer. I've also undone a lot of my shrink tubing, and I've spread out the cabling so that it's a lot flatter. And it works, kind of. I'll put it that way. It definitely fits, and it's a better fit. There's a lot more room in there than there was. But when you go ahead and attach the other side to it, let me go ahead and show you here what I'm talking about. There's not a lot of room. There just isn't. But it does fit. So at least we can say that I have accomplished something today. But I gotta tell you, I'm gonna have to rethink this entire area. There's just not enough room to do what I was envisioning. And I'm gonna chalk it up to just inexperience, to be honest, because I've never done this before. I don't know quite what I'm doing or how I'm going to achieve my end goal. I just had some ideas and I wanted to try it out. I'm not sure that I have the skills to go ahead and try to route everything down to where it needs to go. So I might need to rethink this, which may require me to redo some of the fiber optics. As you can see, there is plenty of room up front here for another set of fiber optics to go ahead and stick down through the other side and then come down through the back and down into the saucer. But there's not a lot of room for the other side of the hull. There's just no pass-through room at all. So we're going to have to rethink that. We really are. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for today. Guys, this hasn't really been that great of an episode. I'm sorry about that. You know, this is all new to me, learning as we go, trying new things. And honestly, I thought I would be able to fit this fiber optic down through here, but there's just not enough room. I'm actually considering the possibility of redoing the fiber optics and actually adding the light source inside the hull. So I'd have one light in the saucer section that would run all of the fiber optics in the saucer. And I'd have one light up here in the hangar bay and deflector dish hole that would run everything inside there. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but I'm not getting anywhere with what I've got currently set up. So we're going to have to go right back to the drawing board and figure this out. But as you can see, if this was all the fiber optics, we would be all right for the next episode, but we just cannot fit another bunch of fiber optics down through it. It's just not possible. Plus, if we're having this much trouble with this neck, we're going to have a heck of a lot of trouble with the neck going from the saucer to the nacelle. That is even smaller than this one. So let's go ahead and scrap this one for today, guys. I'm going to call it quits. We're going to go back to the drawing board, figure out what we need to do next. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry about this one today, guys. It just did not come together as I was hoping it to. We've got some ideas. We know what our limitations are now. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of redesign and see what we can do. So until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. You guys know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool, and we'll see you back here on the next episode of the Apollo Group Build here on Sci-Fi Wednesdays. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you soon.